Hello friends, tonight I'm honoring a special lady, my maternal grandmother, Mercedes Martinez Ruiz, a devout Roman Catholic. On this night 20 years ago, October 30th of 2000, she died peacefully at home in Fireball, California, in the company of her family. She had been suffering from cancer for about a year. This was a cross she bore patiently until God called her to himself. I still remember that night 20 years ago as if she died tonight. I was leading about 40 family members and offering a rosary for her as she laid on her bed. Her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren were all gathered around her praying. At this stage, she had no affect whatsoever and could no longer even smile. Her face was simply blank and tired, with her head tilted downward somewhat. She had already seemingly lost all her capacity to act or respond meaningfully to stimuli from family or from anything. Indeed, she was not responding to anyone or anything whatsoever. Nevertheless, as my family and I began praying the last decade of the Rosary, my grandmother suddenly raised her head with a large, beautiful smile while looking intently at something heavenly right above us. Whatever she was seeing gave her much joy, the most joyful smile I had ever seen in my life, because her affect changed completely for several seconds. It was a joy that revealed her inner peace, the peace that only God could offer her. As this happened, a number of my family members remember seeing lights in the room. I believe this was a grace not only for her, but also for her family, for all of us. Knowing that she was at peace helped us to be at peace. She breathed her last breath shortly thereafter, during the middle of the last decade. I then closed her eyelids and finished leading my family in praying the Rosary for the repose of her soul. It was providential that I was leading my family in praying the Rosary for her, since she was the person who taught me to pray it when I was only 7 years old. May her loving memory continue to live on in her descendants through the belief and practice of Catholic faith and morals. Please pray for the repose of the soul of my grandmother. The Church calls us to commend every deceased person to the mercy of God. And so may she rest in the peace of Christ. God bless you, and God bless my grandmother.